All right, so this is the USA Firework Assortment by World Class Fireworks, and I've had it for quite some time. And we're gonna take a look at it today, see if it was worth the money, and of course shoot all of them off before the end of the video, so stay tuned. Again, this is the USA, this thing just comes out. We'll leave it right there for show. We're gonna start here with our first item. It looks like this one is called Shot in the Dark, and it's a fountain. The reason I know that is because it says emits showers of sparks, and there's your performance on there. We've got the salt and pepper right here. This is another little box fountain, but you get 3 of them inside, so this is what I actually like to see. I don't like it when they stick 1 fountain in there, but when you get 3 of them, you feel a little better in the end. Although this one here is gonna be a complete and utter dud because all the powder from that is inside of this box. What a shame. Just so you guys know, I've never seen that before. This next one here is just the snappers by World Class, and we're just gonna get one of these done right away. These are the poppers that you throw on the ground, and we're only gonna do one so that we don't have to do any later, because everybody should know what these do. You take them out like this, and you throw them on the table. So we do get a whole pack of those. Turns out Garrison's a big Pop It fan, so he wants to do the rest of them all at once.
That just made a mess.
Next up, we got the classic Saturn missile battery here. I think this is a 25 shotter. This has got to be the lightest Saturn missile battery I've ever held. Here, feel that, Garrison. What do you think? There's like no weight to that at all.
It's a Saturn missile battery? I've never seen one that light.
Moment of truth. This is why it's so light. Look at that. So it is a plastic one. You can see the Saturn missile batteries in there though. So you still got the little missiles, but it's made a little differently. This one right here is a 200-gram cake. It's one of the best fireworks I've ever seen. This next one here is the Jade Flower Fountain. I remember lighting these off when I was a kid. Although, you know what? This actually isn't all that bad because you get 3 tubes inside there. Usually it's kind of a scam. I wish though that with these bigger fountains, it was just one large cylindrical fountain inside. We have a 10-pack of ground bloom flowers here by Boomer brand. You don't usually see these things in 10 packs. You usually get them in those little sleeves of 6 with the cellophane. We got one here. We're gonna light it off and show you what it does. This is a ground bloom flower. In case you weren't aware. Another pack of snappers here. We've got the colorful missile launcher. What on earth is this thing and why is there a huge arrow here? Actually, I think that is the missile. All right, I'm stupid. Let's get this opened up because I'm confused. It says shoots flaming balls and reports, but I've never seen a firework called missile launcher. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So it's got like a cluster of little tubes in there. Not sure if there's gonna be like Saturn missile batteries in this thing, but that's got to be one of the most unique little cakes I've ever seen. Next one up, we got a little 7-shot cake here by World Class. It's called Mad Max, and it's like it's packaged inside of this box. So of course we have to open this up. Open cover to expose the fuse. So let's see if we can get this open. And that's what our little cake is gonna look like. This really reminds me of Twitter glitter and stuff like that, where it has a fountain in the middle and it's surrounded by these other little shots. Had to get the winter gear on. It's definitely a little chillier now. This one here is called the Girl's Best Friend by World Class Fireworks. I think it's just one big fountain, but let's get it opened up and see if there's any deception going on in here. And would you look at that? There is. Go figure. So we've got 2 tiny little fountains inside this massive box. Like, look at that. And I bet they don't even go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, they don't. Look at that. There's like something down there to keep them up. Oh boy, these firework companies got to get smarter or Cody B is gonna unbox them. Next up, it looks like a little cake here. This is called Tequila, 25 shots. And if I had to guess, this is gonna be a lot like the Saturn missile battery. This one here is a bit larger. It is a fountain and an aerial. It says shoots flaming balls and emits showers of sparks. Free Spirit by World Class Fireworks. Take a look at this little guy. I think it's just called Battle by World Class. It's a 200-gram cake. If I had to guess, it's more like a 100-gram cake, maybe even 50, who knows. But there's no way they got 200 grams of powder in there. This thing here is another 7-shotter called Thunderdome. They're putting these cylindrical, aerial, and fountain type things in boxes now. I think for even further deception of the customer. But this is really all you're getting inside. They might as well call this thing Twitter glitter. I believe it's going to suck. This one here is definitely a lot bigger. It's called Match, Set, and Game. This thing here was kind of confusing at first. You guys look at that for a minute and tell me what you think that is. It almost looks like some sort of animal here because I thought this thing in the middle was like a tail hanging down and this must be the face. But Garrison pointed out that these must be feet or shoes and these are legs and I think they're standing back to back. Not sure what this is from or why they put that on there. That's kind of, it's really weird. But anyway, open box to expose the fuse and here's your performance. Let's see if they are deceiving us with this one as well. This firework should have been called Deception 101. Next up, we got the world famous Saturn missile batteries. However, this one is in a variation I've never seen before. 135 shots, that's really odd for a Saturn missile battery. This one by World Class Fireworks. And yeah, pretty cool. I hope it all goes at once. Next up, we got the Wonderland here by Boomer Fireworks. It's a fountain aerial again, emits showers of sparks and shoots flaming balls. If we poke a hole in the top here, you can see all the little Roman candle tubes sitting there. Now the assortment comes with 2 shell kits. This one here is Festival Balls by Alien brand. I believe that this is out of Pahrump, Nevada. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of unusual that you would see Alien fireworks in a world-class Boomer kit. Actually, it's weird that you're seeing Boomer and world-class in the same kit, but let's take a look at these Festival Balls. This is nuts. I've never seen mini canister shells that look like this. So it's got like this little red top on here. This is some of the most unique stuff I've seen out of a mini canister shell kit ever. I thought these were artillery shells. Yeah, it says artillery shell festival balls, and usually when they're festival balls, they typically look like this, and I just so happen to have 230 of these laying off to the right. So really looking forward to seeing what these shells do because of their uniqueness. Next up, we got the Night Celebration shells. They got the instructions here on the side and a little skyscraper there on that side of the box. Let's open this up and take a look, because through the cellophane it looks like they might be canister shells. I'm not sure. So we open it up and this is what it looks like. What is going on here? You gotta be kidding me. I thought these were canisters. I thought we were gonna get lucky on cans.
What are they?
That's a really good question. Okay. All right, we gotta take this away from the table for a moment and dissect this a little further. And by take it away from the table, I mean put it right here on this side. Okay, so this is Night Celebration by Boomer Fireworks, but take a look at this freaking tube. This is the smallest little mortar tube I've ever seen. And there's no concrete down there. It's a plastic base, so I'm thinking like, well then what the heck are these? Are these mini canister shells? But I think these are fountains. So this is a reloadable fountain kit. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, ever. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy about this or sad because of all the deception. Like if you live in a state where aerial fireworks are illegal and you see something like this, you're probably going to buy it thinking it goes up in the air and then be disappointed when it doesn't. But either way, it's super unique and it deserves its own little segment. I cannot wait to see these. Last but not least, in the assortment, it even has its own little divot in the bottom where that thing goes. Check that out. We have a single shot tube here, number 100 maximum load. Oh my God, that is a big beefy shell in there. So this is probably gonna be the biggest break in the entire assortment. You know, I'll tell you guys what, I was gonna give this one a little bit of a bad review, but because of the uniqueness on these mini canister shells, the Night Celebration reloadable fountains, this thing here, whatever that's gonna be, and all the little cakes that you get, I'm gonna say this is probably a decent deal. And now I'm gonna get everything that came inside this assortment set up and ready to light as soon as it gets dark out. I know you guys are not gonna be happy to hear this, but I think I'm going to have to wait to light these off just because of the level of uniqueness that is Night Celebration. These are reloadable fountains, and I think that a firework of this type would do much better in a Strange Fireworks video coming this summer. Well, I think it's dark enough finally to start enjoying our fireworks that came inside the USA assortment. We're gonna start with the very smallest and slowly work our way up to the biggest, which are gonna be the shells and finally the single shot tube. So let's go ahead and start with these 2 mini fountains. I think these are gonna crackle. Yep. Whoa! What's going on here?
I was not expecting that.
What is that sound? Next one up is the jade flower. Whoa. I think there were 3 little tubes in there. Of course, the smoke is coming this way. Now let's see the girl's best friend. So are those supposed to be diamonds or something? Whoa! Well, all you guys that have commented about that over the years finally got your way. It did actually light the firework next to it. You were all right. It can happen. Surprised it didn't light this one. It was actually the one over here, but this next one here is called Tequila Party, 25 shots. There's like a falling star on that last one. Just gonna have to hope and pray that this does not tip over because these are the ones that usually do. Here goes 7 shots battle by World Class. Let's hope we don't take one to the face. Not bad for a little guy. Next one is the Free Spirit by World Class. I think this is gonna have some fountain stuff in it too. Whoa, that was cool. Tell you what, these firework companies need to just start giving us a pack of Roman candles instead. Next one up is Shot in the Dark. I believe this is gonna be the same thing. Except this time the fountain is working. That's pretty. No aerial stuff in that one. Next up, we're gonna do Wonderland, and I'm noticing the Roman candle shot. So I think this one is gonna be more like that last one. Yeah, look at that. Whatever that thing is in the beginning, it's kind of cool. And these ones are red. I think the last one was green. Good stuff, safe for the backyard. Oh my God! Okay, I actually cannot wait to see this one. It's called Colorful Missile Launcher by Boomer Fireworks. Pretty unique looking. But does it launch an actual missile? Let's find out. Is that the missile? Oh, there it is. I actually like that a lot. Now let's see Thunderdome. Let's not tip over, please. Those went really high up. Next one, probably gonna be the same thing. This is Mad Max. That's kind of a unique crackle. Whoa, it's going up already. Whoa, it tipped. Check it out. Nice. This one here is the biggest fountain we got in the whole lineup. Match, set, and game. Not a bad little fountain. Now let's see the 135 shot Saturn missile battery. These better not shoot one at a time. There we go. Sweet. Now we're going to be lighting these for you. These are the mini canister shells by Alien Fireworks. That was the first one. Not bad for some mini cans. No idea what this thing is gonna do, but let me tell you something. That is not a small shell inside this thing. Let's see it in action. That's more like it. So that was basically like a real canister shell break. Well, that was the USA assortment, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely some unique oddities in here, like that missile launcher. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think it was worth the money. We'll see you next time. I also should say, though, I have seen better for the money, so you guys decide in the comments.